Hey, it's you guys again. I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness... Huh? What brought...
To put it in...
What kind of philosophical... Didn't you know that no one...
He actually has a point. Is this a dream? True. Anyway, if this all...
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person? Ooh, I knew it! I told you, the gods...
You're really... So, you're...
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into? Huh? Hold on a second. What you just said... Are you...
I knew you weren't going...
Marvelous. Truly marvelous. I believe you.
When you say it like that, the divination...
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. Anything more. The book only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome your fears...
So that's how it is. We haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to? Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again? Yeah, if we tap into...
I'm fine, my...
Perfect timing. Both...
Paimon, Traveler. You came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous Huh? You saw?
You want the Traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to...
How did you know what I was going to...
We need to say something
People in Sumeru don't... That doesn't sound right. Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds. And then she would... My mind feels exhausted. My mind feels The moon... That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound...
Tell her, Traveler!
I didn't tell anyone about that. Including Miss Dunyarzad.
All right, so this...
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly...
She's quieter than usual. Uninterested...
Yeah, she isn't the same as her parents said that this is how she was like.
Huh?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about.
My lady, are you angry? All right.
I told you that it won't help. We just wanted her to see the real Dunya.
The real Dunyarzad?
Huh? I told you that you two are special. Other people can't see me.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Wow. How perceptive.
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying.
Her condition's really bad.
I can sense her aura.
Do you believe us now? So, you think that...
Yeah, they've always been against.
Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know. Right. Didn't you... The Akasha relies on the... A Gnosis could do that?
So,
She said, Empire...
compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always...
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh, yeah. That sounds about right.
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on... That doesn't sound right. People in Sumeru don't dream. That doesn't sound right. My mind feels...
You mean the Akasha is causing our... When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, knowledge always comes at a price. Compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from... Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke...
What's the point of doing something?
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn... This hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems.
An excellent deduction. In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up some...
How does everyone feel? Huh? What is it? Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway. Traveler, did you hear?
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely a beep. We took off our Akasha terminals.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate, there may be casualties. But we cannot...
Paimon remembers everything. Good. You adapted quickly this time. We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that? But now we can at least... Oh, Paimon doesn't... It's extremely difficult. If we're The moon? Anyway,
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt? What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me?
You didn't...
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs. Shh! How did you know about my greatsword?
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Anything strange? You already know. It's as if I've already used it to fight a count.
You're saying that although you don't...
That's right. Both mercenary.
Traveler, what do you think? Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful. Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened!
I have.
So you want us to...
How did you know?
Whew, it's finally nighttime. Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine. Do you think the Samsara has been broken? Really? Good job on all... Hey! What kind of... Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but how many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? This tomorrow... It's even possible that this entire world is a lie. And... Okay, no more! Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and... Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why it's so strange and so against common sense that... Paimon's at a loss for words. Yeah, even though it's happy and lively...
Continue the harvest, compared to what we stand to achieve.
We're still in the same day! Nahida, you already knew last... Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that does... Paimon thought the Duke did that! Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been everything. Paimon's flattered and everything, but... What I mean is, in other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not... Nahida's talking about confusing stuff. Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new understanding? Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? Oh, yeah! You're right! Gosh, how did we not notice that? In a simple time loop, people's physical condition... So, what's your new hypothesis?
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night. That doesn't sound right. The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. The beep is a prompt... Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory, and... If all our memories of a day are erased...
Oh! Then the beep we hear every night... That's why, when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zero's festival hasn't happened yet. It's already the next day, but everyone still thinks it's the day before. But muscle memory can't be erased. A brilliant Nahida, tell us if... To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost... That isn't simple at all! Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again? You might learn something new. Right! She did help it...
What's the hurry?
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia!
Get hurt? Why?
Well, you're still
Huh. Truth be
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Oh, that works!
What happened to you guys while I was gone?
Don't think too hard about it. Just
All right then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body's already...
Yes, your memory...
Then I'd have to disagree.
Oh? Why do you...
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zeru's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used? The money we spent, the food we ate? Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed that.
Right! They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use this... It's not very likely, but it's also not...
No, it is impossible.
You have proof?
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad.
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
This is it.
Huh? This is a wooden train...
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of... Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but... What?
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has the force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why it's just as they say. Each swordsman has their own...
Is it really impossible? What if...
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former has no spirit. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat. Whew! I hope that cleared things up for you. Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
But at least we've reached some other conclusions in the meantime. Yep, that's true. So, can we think of strange? Paimon feels like everything's been strange lately. Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're... How about we go back and ask Nahida? Early today? Sort of. We're mostly sure. Leaving the city. As far as we did? But we don't remember any. Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time... It is true that sometimes we lose track of time. Really? That's kinda strange. Yep. Something here's definitely fishy. Our memories are back! About that... Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message for you. Listen to it and you...
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days. It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay.
Why can't we leave the city?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order.
I have a real emergency. My goods have a...
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced the lockdown for... Let's go and quit. Hello, sir. Why can't...
Here we go again. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything. Angering me won't...
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters in... This is a good spot. And the gun... Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind? But... Oh... Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but... We've always been together. Okay. Promise Paimon that you'll come back and please... Memories! Traveler! Paimon would never... Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back! You promised Paimon... Paimon, calm down. Paimon doesn't care! Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay! Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day! Okay, Paimon, can... I see. After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you... disappeared in an instant. No way! What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any... I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last... So, if we leave the city, our memories... It really sounds... But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside. Something like... a message? Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to be... Well... Yep! Yep! I'm done. Here you go. What? Isn't this just an Akasha? I made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. To make something like this? Yep. I'll help you. We'll never know until we try. Let's go then. Let's explore. Okay. That covers everything that's happened so far. Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some... Okay, now that you understand what's going on...
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. All these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people.
That's one heck of an info dump. But there's another part...
These spaces have been disappearing one after the other. And now, even the final space. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Why did the mess... Probably because yesterday just happened to... Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the message. It should have come from after the beep. Traveler said, even the... Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
Was that space... That doesn't sound right. Was that space... My impression...
Oh, so that's what it is! Later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new space Paimon's head is spin. Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, so no matter how strict... Wow, the Archon War, huh?